Do people hate Guy Fieri and his show Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives? Hello and welcome back to Film Flood. In this video, we're going to talk about Guy Fieri, the one happy-go-lucky guy, but a lot of people seem to disdain this celebrity chef. But why? We'll be taking a look at reasons why Guy Fieri is hated so much. Shouldn't people be loving him for his personality? Well, the reasons for him being hated are far more than those that make him appealing to viewers. Sit back and watch the reasons. He changed the Food Network and not for the better. Gone are the days of peaceful cooking shows in sunlit kitchens, all thanks to one man and one man only. We have Fieri to blame for this plummet in quality cooking programming. The Food Network's programming schedule should be populated with the pacifying voices of Ina, Martha, Nigella, even Mario Batali, Farsh Askari writes in Salon. Instead, we get Guy Fieri screaming at us to adopt a diet that will at best yield diabetes. Accused of being homophobic and anti-Semitic. This type of thing should never fly, but for some reason it seems as though a handful of celebrity chefs have garnered reputations for being less than accepting of others. Paula Deen, we're looking at you, and according to Complex, Guy Fieri is one of them. Fieri sent offensive, threatening emails to other staff members, including former Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives producer David Page. One such example of the chef's appalling dialect: "You can't send me to talk to gay people without warning. Those people weird me out." It's quite possible all that frosting of his tips may have gotten to his brain, and better judgment. Lacks culinary training. You don't have to have professional training to host a food show, but for those who absolutely can't stand Guy Fieri, they won't let this one go. While the chef did go to college, earning his bachelor's degree in hospitality management from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, he never actually went to culinary school. However, Fieri did get hands-on restaurant experience after college, managing an Italian restaurant before going on to open, along with a partner, a Johnny Garlic's in Santa Rosa, California. After opening 2 more locations, Fieri and his partner Steve Gruber went on to open Tex Wasabi's, fusing Southern barbecue with California-style sushi. He has a tattoo that reads "Culinary Gangsta." Sad but true sketch of Fieri's forearms are the words "Culinary Gangsta." The ink just proves how egotistical the self-proclaimed genius chef turned Food Network star really is. Now, don't get us wrong, we have nothing against tatted up folks, but this display in particular gives us even more ammunition. No idea what diner meant when production started. This is yet another example of why some consider Fieri a hack. To put it nicely, in most cases, celebrity chefs and food show hosts alike are, at the very least, experts in the category being featured on the show. Fieri, however, was not. As the host of Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, one would assume he'd be in the know of all things diner-related, but no, not Guy. In fact, Fieri knew of no such thing. According to the Daily Meal, Fieri hails from a part of the country that doesn't really have many of the classic Jersey-style diners, and on the first day of production, he still really had no idea what a diner was. Fieri isn't his real name. There are tons of folks out there who can't stand Fieri for a whole host of reasons, and for those who don't see why someone would change their name, except for taking a spouse's name or for the sake of necessary protection, this is one of those reasons. Like it or not, some people can't stand the fact that Fieri was originally born a fairy. Crude jokes. Fieri's offensive nature seems to be a common theme in his over-the-top delivery during his hosting duties. Poop jokes? We'd say they are more suited for basically anything but a show featuring food. Furthermore, his TV producer claims that objectifying women wasn't off-limits either. Anytime any woman mentioned cream, Guy went into a sexual riff, Page told City Pages. When cutting the show, you had to tell the editors to watch Guy's eyeline because it's always on breasts. Personally, we'd want to stay far, far away from Fieri. Ego issues. By this point, Fieri's feud has been well publicized, and according to City Pages, the worst of Fieri's egotistical attitude started once the fame bug bit him. One taste of being on top and it was Fieri's world from then on. He stopped showing up for shoots, canceled voiceover sessions, and refused to return his producer's phone calls. Obnoxious entourage. You are the company you keep, and unfortunately for Fieri's image, he was running with the wrong crowd. This crowd was so rough, in fact, that they were once almost booted from a hotel for being too rowdy, breaking an elevator and yelling at the staff. A posse of friends, a body band of homeboys with names like Gorilla, Cletus, and Dirty P trailed Guy everywhere, and his manager Tom Nelson took to calling himself the Consigliere, City Pages wrote. The group became known as the Garlic Mafia, and Fieri styled himself as the mob boss. Dowdy getup. Fieri's appearance is often likened to that of a douchebag, and for good reason. Frosted tips, Backwards sunglasses and flame shirts aren't exactly classy. Fieri has so many critics, in fact, that it's hard to know where to start. But luckily, we found a perfect place. In 2015, one of the chef's biggest, most famous critics, Anthony Bourdain, took the opportunity to rip on Fieri during his stand-up tour, Close to the Bone. According to Atlanta magazine, Bourdain was quick to discuss Fieri's famous look post-kid. So I started feeling a heartfelt way for Guy Fieri. I wonder about him. He's 52 years old and still rolling around in the same flame outfit. What does he do? How does Guy Fieri douche? And Bourdain isn't the only one who's put off by his getup. One Reddit user even took time to undouche Guy Fieri with Photoshop. So yeah, as you can see, people dislike him for really silly reasons. But what about you? What are your thoughts about Guy Fieri? Do you think Guy Fieri is perhaps the coolest host out there? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.